Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple XRP and about some general crypto stuff. Before we get into any of that though, make sure you go ahead and press the like button right now. We are giving away $200 worth of XRP today, so make sure you go ahead and press the like button, comment something down below, and have the notification bell on, because that is all that you need to do to enter. It is that simple and that quick to do. All we need now is to get 399 likes within 24 hours, and then we will give it away in a video tomorrow. Neo of Crypto said on Twitter, "Guess who's able to buy more XRP now? The things we do for crypto." And then he has a picture attached. I'm not going to be making too many words foul on this as it is a joke, but a little bit of a strange joke. Eco SSE XRP1 also makes a joke on Twitter. He says, "A lot of us," and added a picture. It's pretty self-explanatory. The girl hoards the boy, but he says, "You can't hurt me, I hold from 2017. It's probably a feeling that a lot of us have been having in the crypto community. It's a, it's a difficult one, but it's okay, guys. As we know, the greater good is there, and holding XRP will most likely result in some very, very much better gains in the future than if you would have sold at the like $3.50 peak in 2017 or 2018 it was actually. We don't really know for sure though. I mean, it could also be that the highest point is going to ever get to is $3 and you still could be crying, or $2. But at this point, I'll take anything. I'll take $1 and I'll be extremely happy. Even right now, at not even 30 cents, I'm happy with the price. We're waiting though. Crypto Area on Twitter said, "MoneyGram has made a turnaround and XRP is part of that story. CEO Mr. Holmes revealed that he has not taken down the for sale sign. If there are any interested buyers, they should get moving because our value is going to go up in the next couple of years. More to follow in video." And again, there's a lot of cool things that have been circulating in the space right now. XP researcher asked though, "Why do I have a feeling Visa might try and buy MoneyGram?" Now, buying MoneyGram is going to be really strange and difficult right now since Ripple owns the majority of it. But maybe something crazy could be happening in the future. Maybe some crazy stuff is it's really building up here. XRP_investor said on Twitter, "Ripple XRP skyrocketed after teaming up with MoneyGram." And then there's a little bit of a video attached. Let's quickly watch that. Let's put this down. My headphones are really destroying me. All right, let's listen to. Oh, I guess there's not even sound. So Ripple skyrocketed after teaming up with MoneyGram. Here's what's going on. MoneyGram now plans to use Ripple's XRP token to speed up transaction times and lower costs. Ripple's average transaction time takes between 2 and 3 seconds, which is really quite fast, and while Bitcoin transaction can take up to 51 minutes. Ripple's popularity has been on the rise for a long time, and it rose more than 35,000% over the last year. It was briefly the second largest crypto last weeks before, I guess in the big run. Let's just quickly wind back a little bit. I didn't see last week before paring back its gains. Well, yeah, XRP was actually second in the crypto market cap for quite a while, and it's something that a lot of people are forgetting now, that the total market cap from XRP, and I actually have not gotten open it. Let's put it in. Let's put it like that. Yeah, the total cap of XRP actually at one point got really quite close to that of Bitcoin, and that is of course because the total cap calculates the total amount of coins times the price. In this case, there's almost 100 billion XRP coins that are totally there, but Ripple owns the majority of them. But if you count all of them as being in circulation, you know, like they kind of are, but kind of not are since they're in escrow, but Ripple is getting 1 billion. Yeah, it's just kind of how you look at it. I'm also not sure what I see in that. Yeah, this total market cap got relatively close to Bitcoin's ones because XRP was, I guess, like 10 times as high as it is right now, and Bitcoin's was about 2 times as high as it is right now. So let's say Bitcoin was at about 350 million and XRP about being, let's say, 12 times higher than it is right now. Was probably also at a little bit around 300. So just a little bit lower than Bitcoin, but it did get quite close, which is something a lot of people did not know. But after the move with MoneyGram, XRP initially surged nearly 15%. But not everyone is excited about Ripple's new partnership. Some crypto enthusiasts think by teaming up with the big banks, Ripple is defeating the very purpose of said cryptocurrency. Decentralization. That's it. All right. But this is really from CNBC. That's really quite cool to see, huh? They really posted something like this. That's quite interesting. Bitcoin. Oh, let's actually, I think I have some more about XRP before we get into any Bitcoin stuff. Let's put this till the end. The phenomenal growth of Ripple won't be easy to stop. This is something I can really agree with as well. Ripple XRP is really hard to stop. Ripple on its own is going to be hard to stop. XRP on its own is going to be hard to stop. Together, they're almost impossible to stop. And here there's only mentioning Ripple because, of course, it's really mostly about Ripple. When Ripple started, the project has continued to put together a string of serious partnerships with financial institutions over the past few years. When they started, Ripple was overlooked because of its relation with the traditional financial system, which drove a lot of enthusiasts away from it because of the centralization factor. This year, though, Ripple is one of the most top cryptocurrencies out there, and you really can't ignore it. Again, they're saying crypto, in that sense, they mean XRP, but I think they also mean the fintech company here. I don't completely know because Ripple, I mean, it's not a cryptocurrency. We all know that. But Ripple is really making it so XRP can't be ignored, so it's kind of double. Now that it is making more and more partnerships, such as the World Bank and EU Commission, Ripple is one of the biggest names in the industry. Starting so many partnerships with some of the world's biggest financial names is a big sign of significant growth which can't be ignored. The work that Ripple is undergoing at the moment will be very important in setting the groundwork, which will allow the other cryptocurrency projects to boom over the next few years. So whether you love or hate Ripple, it is important to keep up to date with their latest collaborations as they are knocking down walls between both blockchain technology and the traditional financial world. So with this, let's take a look at some of those high-profile institutions that they have partnered up with and that Ripple are and what they are about. So there's, for example, the EU Commission. Earlier this year, the EU Commission announced the launch of the International Association of Trusted Blockchain Applications, INATBA. INATBA was founded with the main aim to encourage regulators create a global model of governance for blockchain and develop interoperability standards for the whole industry. The organization brings together startups, policymakers, small to medium enterprises, global entities, regulators, and more to boost the support for blockchain technologies as it tries to break into mainstream. Ripple has recently announced that they are actually one of those founding members of INATBA too. Now we also have the World Bank, and in March, Ripple's remittance product XRP was included on the World Bank's official webpage. They have stated that remittances are a lot more expensive in the areas that they are needed the most. So with this, it is no surprise that they view DLT, distributed ledger technology, as having the potential to push forward changes to a whole industry when the world remittance costs are 7% as of the fourth quarter of 2018. Ripple is growing at an incredible pace, and these are just two of the hundreds of partnerships that Ripple have garnered over the last couple of years. Who knows what 2019 will hold, but we can only assume that it's destined for a lot bigger things. We kind of know, right? It's safe to assume that that is the case. They're working themselves towards becoming the top of the top, the creme de la creme. So yeah, we will definitely see a lot of cool things coming soon. Ripple's XRP price analysis and prediction for September 22nd. SEC lawsuit creates bearish pressure. So the lawsuit that's going around Ripple and XRP has now been taking a lot more traction than the usual, and some people are saying that that's what's moving the price down. What we saw for the lawsuit is that Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse and everybody over there really wants to kind of stray away from these lawsuits and push them down, acting like they never existed. What they're in turn doing as well is kind of bringing up to a lot of people that these lawsuits exist and that XRP is a little bit closer to being destroyed than some people might imagine or might like. I'm guessing that it has a little bit of an influence, even though some people might say that it does not. I would definitely say that this lawsuit situation has brought XRP a little bit of depth and a little bit of a situation that's not too good. But on the contrary, it can't be too big, as it's just a couple of lawsuits that are in reality not that big of a deal, as we all know that XRP and Ripple are not the same entity and that XRP is not a security. If you're still not of that opinion, then I guess this coin might not be the right thing for you, as however I view it, it's just not a security. Do you think it's strange that Ripple owns a majority and sells off for the XP ecosystem? Yes, you might think that's strange, you might think that's crazy. But is it in turn a security? Are they related to each other? Does investing in XRP result in ownership of Ripple, or do they promise like gains with XRP? No, they do not at all. So yeah, I don't see it as security whatsoever. MoneyGram CEO on the speed of Ripple's XRP and crypto's disruptive nature. Back in July, a new partnership between Ripple and MoneyGram was announced, and a lot of people are talking about this partnership right this second, which indicated that the payment company based in Dallas was to begin using Ripple's XRP platform to conduct cross-border transactions. We all know Ripple bought a lot of MoneyGram, and they have the chance to buy a little bit more. The announcement proved to be beneficial for the money transfer firm because on the same day, the MoneyGram stock shot up to the sky. And now about 2 months later, MoneyGram CEO has praised the partnership between the two companies. And as part of the recent interview, Alexander Holmes, the CEO, spoke on the general applications and effects of blockchain tech and on MoneyGram's specific applications of Ripple's XRP. According to him, the partnership between both firms could help them both shore up their different shortcomings with their respective selling points. Ripple has large distributed blockchain technology, and an interesting crypto coin like XRP can cross borders in seconds. What they don't have is pools of global liquidity in fiat currency. We, however, have pools of money across the world, and our speed is only enabled by the ability to pre-fund and move money in advance. One system is really fast but lacks liquidity, the other has massive amounts of liquidity but is inherently slow. Yeah, we get that again, why this is really perfect for each other then. Of course, the one complements the other. That's what they're doing here. That's why this is so amazing. That's why this is such a huge thing. It's pretty obvious to see why this is so amazing though. Bitcoin is obviously doing what is least obvious. But before we get actually into Bitcoin, make sure you go ahead and press the like button on this video right now if you are enjoying it or if you have learned something new. And also make sure you go ahead and join the Facebook group and follow me on Twitter, TheDustTBC. Some links are in the description below. Before we get into Bitcoin stuff, I saw this on Twitter. Who else wants a XRP tip bot tip? Comment. And maybe I leave a candy or tip, I guess, if you are sweet. What the frig is this? This is interesting to me. This is definitely peculiar. Definitely. But I guess it's interesting what people like. It's really nice though that she's giving away tips. I guess that's a cool gesture. I don't know. I've not seen it happen. But I'm assuming she does. I mean, she could also just give, there we go, some really, really teeny weeny parts of a tip. But I guess it's a tip. A tip is a tip. So, yeah, she's giving just the tip. Joking. All right, moving forward. The Genesis Capital CEO on why no one is shorting Bitcoin. Don't go ahead and short Bitcoin right now, guys, as I'm still in a trade to the upside. So if you're shorting, you're kind of betting against me, and I'm not liking that too much. But it is okay, guys. You can do whatever you want. Here's an explanation, though, for why people are not going into the shorts as much. The guys that were shorting Bitcoin in 2018, no one's shorting Bitcoin today. Bitcoin's almost become the base pair, and it does what it does. People aren't shorting the spot, however. What people will do is short the alts. So in this case, Bitcoin is kind of the maker here. And market neutral funds are now a thing, which is borrowing to balance the exposure between long and short positions. But apparently shorting the top price coin of Bitcoin isn't part of the tactics anymore. So whereas there are hedge funds shorting Bitcoin, which may have built a platform for Michael Morrow's lending firm, the game is changing. And it's definitely true, and I'm seeing that as well in my personal experience here, personal life. As Crypto Slate writes, this is most likely down to the interbank foreign exchange market because the US dollar is used by the public as a fiat-based currency. So any significant action on the short end will go on in the fiat alts and the euro sterling and so on. It looks as if the leading cryptocurrency is going by the same way. The CEO has indicated that altcoins are being put in their pecking order by institutional traders like his clients, who will short them back to their original fair value. They won't be selling the leading cryptocurrency to take their short positions though. Relative to how Bitcoin performs, they'll short Litecoin or XRP or Ethereum. If Bitcoin went up 5% in a day and say Litecoin goes up 10%, they'll short Litecoin back down. They're almost putting things back into the relative valuation that these investors have made up in their mind, as in, here's how the pecking order goes. And I get that. I definitely get that, and I think it's a pretty logical thing and pretty logical explanation to me as well. Bitcoin holds $10,000 as Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, and XLM deflate. What's next? Well, Bitcoin has not held $10,000, so guess that whole theory goes. It's not too relevant what they've got to say, though. I mean, what's going on? We don't really know, all right? We don't really know. There's a lot of things coming up here, and I guess BACT is also supposed to be around the corner here now, is it not? Oh, it's holding 10,000 again. What a coincidence. What a surprise. How happy could I be? No, guys. I'm not too much talking about the price right now because it's such a weird space in this second. And Bitcoin is obviously doing what is least obvious. The world was looking at this one triangle, so Bitcoin decided to reject it. Yeah. Cool. Whatever, guys. Not too interested in talking about Bitcoin price right now, as I don't think anybody's really predicting it the right way. Here they're just saying that Bitcoin did exactly what nobody would have thought it would do. We don't know what's going to do now next. Right, let's wait a little bit before we go into another BTC analysis. I might get one for you guys a little bit later today. Let's just see what I'm up to. But that was it for this video, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Make sure you go ahead and press the like button on this video right now and go ahead and join the giveaway. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Don't forget all the links in the description below, though. Go follow me on Twitter, TheDustTBC. Go subscribe to this channel. Go enter the giveaway. Go buy yourself a hardware wallet in the description below. I have my personal one from Ledger. Works like a charm, and I recommend it to everybody. And check it all out. See you guys again. This is not financial advice.